Hey there, everybody. If you tuned in last week, you know we are doing a big glue book. B-I-G, big. It is a former. Don't you love it when you do projects and you can say this was formerly, or this is altered, or this started out as. I love that. I think that's one of the most intriguing, interesting setups that we have here in Craftland. This it was a Foxy planner that I did not gravitate to. I don't know. Maybe it was because it was so big. I'm just not really sure. But anyway, I have turned it into a big glue book, and my basic idea is to do some backgrounds and then kind of flesh out the backgrounds with other things. I'm also adding, as I'm working on this book, I'm adding some juicy edging to it, and you can see that right there. I'll drop Jenny Belly's original Juicy Edges video in the description box below, so you can check that out. I'm just using scraps from a big bin of scraps. This was one of those things that and I talked about it in the previous video. If you'd like to see that, you can click that iCard up there in the right hand corner of this video, where I talk about my love-hate relationship with scraps. It is mostly I don't like it. And we talked about how different people approach things different ways. So, you know, really, truly different strokes for different folks. Basically, what I'm doing is cleaning out a bin like this, and I've got another one that I will clean out as well, and putting the things in my big B-I-G glue book. So get out a glue stick, get out a bunch of scraps. I also thought that, if I do have anything left over, I can make some Franken pages like the brilliant Nick the Booksmith does with her scraps. That's so smart. I also want to, I'm working horizontally right now, but I'm thinking about turning the book and doing some vertical, because I just think that that would add a nice little spicy bit to what we're doing here. Not really thinking about stuff too much, just kind of putting things down and having fun with it. You can hear what's going on outside. Chris had a friend's car over this morning, so he is finishing that up. The plumbers are here because we have leaks, because we have a new refrigerator. It's never just one thing, is it? It's always like a couple things that happen. You know, when you do our refrigerator broke, we had to have a new one. It wasn't an upgrade. I completed our rebate form. Our local power company, Dominion, does a rebate on Energy Star appliances, and this was an Energy Star appliance. I guess our old refrigerator was, she was an old baby, but she really did serve us well. Another, we think about juicy edges here, but I'm going to do juicy edges at the top as well. I got to sit out in the sun for a little bit this morning. I felt really, that invigorates me. It really just makes me feel, it makes me feel really alive and energetic, and it's just really nice to be able to get outside right now. We do have some cold weather coming. I don't know where my orange scissors are. I don't know. Now I'm back to these. So the orange scissors that I used on the previous video, they just like popped up. I don't know where they had been, and I had lost them, and I honestly don't even remember finding them again. Ooh, odd things happen sometimes, particularly, at this time of kind of like transition. the time of a very big happening a couple thousand years ago. So always kind of, if you, oh, and it's a full moon, so the veil between the worlds is really thinning for sure. Got all kinds of things going on here. I like the picking up the circle theme by just adding another one right here. All right, that's pretty paper. Let's go ahead and start another page right here. I found a 180 page scrapbook paper pack at Michael's, like right after Christmas, for $5. And I debated about whether to get it. Let me tell you why. Because it was smooshed on one end. And then I thought, it's 180 pages of paper. You know, get it. Doesn't even matter if it's smooshed on the end. It's going to be okie dokie. And then, man, it really has been. It's been very nice to have, you know, to have that paper to work with. Okay, put this, let's pull this over this way, and we'll make us a juicy edge right here. Gosh, they're so much fun. All right, I kind of need something to, ooh, hey, look what I found. Again, you know, in this box of scraps. Let me know if you guys are digging this content. A lot of my content is, I just feel like it, you know, it needs to change. And it's funny because maybe need to, I don't know what I need to do. I'm at that point in my life where I really don't know. I'm so puzzled about almost everything. But, you know, that's part of life, isn't it? You get a bit puzzled sometimes. These pages will be a lot of fun to flesh out. This is an 8 by 11 book. And maybe that's why it kind of, you know, I just didn't quite gravitate to it or whatever. Maybe just because it was kind of super large. I think I can make an edge out of that. But I do need just a little bit more here. Let's see what we have. If you guys are liking this, I do have a Venmo account now. So if you're liking it, please consider dropping me a tip over at Venmo. All that info is below. The Venmo info is below. Wrong Tom. What I've been doing is just cutting these off or folding them over. But then when I folded them over, I realized, yes, they have not had an afternoon snack. Everybody gets so happy. The plumbers are here. Already pounding on something, but that's good. Now the dog's gonna start. Cece, it's okay. Oh boy. Tammy needs a beach, and she might even need a beer. That would be nice right about now. I like this paper. Anyway, so the 180 pages for $5 is really working out well. This is beautiful tissue paper from Trills in New Zealand. Hi, Trills. How are you? Trills is celebrating cold weather, winter weather for her. She has a lovely garden. I like to hear about her travels and what she's doing. It's really fun. Really fun. Hi, Trills. She does lovely, lovely, lovely art. This is just an awesome little project for scrap paper. Look at all that. We can fold that over and make a juicy edge. I think the other one is just going to be a wee too skinny to fold over. I think we'll just leave it like it is. I kind of like it. So tell me about your books and what you're doing. And, you know, I know that it's almost summer. Are you planning something special for this summer? Are you doing a summer journal or a summer writing journal? I'd love to know what you're up to. So interesting to, you know, to kind of see how we navigate the seasons and what we do with what we have. I am just using scraps and junk. Nothing new. Nothing new. I like it much better when we're just using scraps. It really does make things fun. You can plow through a big box of stuff in no time flat. If you've got a big, you know, if you've got a big template. I was thinking about what would make a big book, and honestly, you could use an old calendar, you know, like turn it on its side where this is the crease of the calendar and just do it like this. I think we all have leftover calendars. I'm going to take out the white. Use that for something else. Got a kitty cat. Really like that. Like this. I think I have some purple. Wow. Okay, let's do some purple. This is a very thick. Oh, no wonder it was so thick because there's two pieces. Duh. How do you feel about scraps? Do they like make you crazy, or do you love them, or they make me a little crazy? What do you think about that? There we go. That's nice. This is an old stencil, and I think that would look super cool there. I'm wondering how to get that in there. Almost like that side better. I think I'll just hit it lightly with Dick Blick. There we go. Ooh, pretty. All right, I've got these super keen napkins over here. Isn't that neato? You guys know how much I love elephants. Man, that's pretty. I do feel like it needs a little bit of cutting. If I were really brave, I would do that cat hand technique where cat will trace around an image with a paintbrush with water on it. It's crazy how good she is at it. And then you can kind of pull the napkin away from the image. I have a lot of accidents, so I'm not brave enough to try that. I have tried it, and it works out really great. Really great. I've got a little baby wipe over here. It's going to kind of wipe away the excess. Come on. There we go. Hey, look at that. That's unusual. All right. I think I'm going to add the word home because it was just laying down there. It looked lonely. So I don't want it to be lonely. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Probably going to have to cut this short. I don't think Seuss is going to like the people working over here. Bless his heart. Poor guy. We had thunder the other night and he nearly went bananas like Mia does. Gee whiz. This Foxy planner is so cool because it has a pocket in the back and it also has these beautiful ribbon bookmarks. Quite lovely. We'll clean up a minute. Alright. Let's just see how we're flowing here. Let's take it from the top. Three, 4. All right, let's see what we got going here. I like the blue and I like the kitty cat. So I think we're going to do some blue, even though it's kind of it is a Christmas theme. But Christmas, you know, it's a winter theme. And like I said, it's winter in New Zealand. So there you go. We'll do something winter. Happy holidays to everybody. It seems like we've got lots of holidays going on. Different sorts of holidays for different kinds of people, right? I did not sleep well last night, and it's not even 3 o'clock, and I'm kind of starting to fade. I kind of hope I get more sleep tonight. I feel an early bedtime coming on, earlier than usual. When I was a teenager, you know, you could stay up all night, couldn't you? It was always fun. Not anymore. I usually am in the bed at 10 o'clock, and then I might read or do a word find. Do love word finds. I think they help you mentally. Speaking of mental, it's very sad to hear about Bruce Willis, because Bruce Willis is one of my favorite actors. The Fifth Element, he's brilliant in. It's one of my very favorite movies. And it's just very sad to hear he has aphasia. Aphasia is not a disease. Aphasia is a symptom. Aphasia is the loss of the ability to speak or understand what is being spoken. And I know this because I wrote a song in the 90s called Aphasia. And that song was about just an absence of feeling or emotion or don't really have anything. Oh, wait a minute, that might work. Kind of fun. More paper from Trills. And this is handmade paper. Lovely. The ham's the hand on it. It's really fun, y'all, to work in a big format. Typically, I work in 5x7. My recent books, the collage journals, are 6x9. And like I said, this book is 8x11. So, pretty big book. B-I-G. It's big. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. The pollen is really bad here. Okay, we've got about 7 more minutes. Oh, goodness, bad. I'm looking forward to seeing some friends on Tuesday. You're such sweet people. They were cleaning out their closet to make a donation to a thrift store here. And every time that she does that, she calls me before they go. And she's like, okay, so we got this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. Very sweet for her. Very sweet. I used to be their cat sitter before the pandemic kind of swallowed up that thing I used to do. think it either needs something here or something can, gosh. This is Cat Among the Pigeons. Classic Agatha Christie Inspector Poirot. Boy, that was a good find in my gigantic box of crap. It's not crap. It's fodder. It's good stuff. Okay, let's do one more. It's getting a bit warm up here. One more. There we go. Okay, one more. Have some of these. Because I have this my mind map. These are terrifying pages. Don't want to talk about that. It's scary up there. It's scary in my mind. Okay, there's that. Yeah, maybe that was the, the thing with this book was it was just super big. It reminded me of the size of the planners that we used when I was an assistant teacher. And we used big plan books, That was a great job. I went from 3rd grade to teaching English as a second language to refugee children. It was a very special time because it was the mid-90s and you just didn't have English as a second language, a curriculum, so you kind of were flying by the seat of your pants. It gave me a real heart for, like what I see going on in Ukraine. I just think about all those children that I used to work with. How sad and desperate those families were. I think this would make a cool, juicy edge. Check out Jenny's video because you will want to do some juicy edging. It is way fun. It really adds such interest to a book or a journal or whatever you're working with. Okay, I think that's it. Let's just do a quick flip. We're working in our BIG glue book. It is a former boxy planner. It's really coming along. It's a lot of fun to work in. This is a great start project. S-T-A-R-T, start your art in the morning. Ooh, I think that's my favorite though. I really love that one. The kitty is like on a white blanket, so it really does look like Kitty's on a white blanket of snow. Cat Among the Pigeons, and some more elephants. Alright friends, there we go. So let's, we'll catch up next time. And I'll work some more in our BIG glue book. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you soon.